Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All, where we are in a battle of wits with Von Karma. Luckily, we seem to have pointed out enough contradictions that Gumshoe has been dismissed from the stand, but there's another witness on the way, which we're thinking is probably Lotta, but we shall see. Anyway, we're in between days or sessions, so, phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it all your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. It's a bit dramatic. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories and tricked everyone into believing you. We didn't trick anyone. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? Yeah, playing tricks on people, that's definitely the way to go. By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Seems that way. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sis's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Oh, good. I'm looking forward to that. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, now you do. The more you know. June the 21st, 11:43am, District Court, Courtroom number 2. We're back. Round 2.
Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of...
And the whip's back. I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Yeah, so it is Lotta then. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how are you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare. What intonation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine? That ain't fine. That's a whip. Ah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. Her name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay?
When she puts the whip away, everyone will be fine. Witness's account. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang! We hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Yeah, it's not good for us, that is it? That's pretty...
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course. Eh? Excuse me? Reckon course is short for you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Alright. I mean, it's not great.
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim
We're in that room, unless someone's behind the screen. Someone could be behind the screen. Lotta's photo added to the court record, a picture taken at the murder scene. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Hopefully. So I think we lost some health, didn't we, in the last episode, which means I'm guessing it stays... Yes, we have lost one little bar of health. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. Was it really only those two that went in? Objection! What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room.
Hold on, we can't have the defence testifying against its own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Yeah, we did. We're just pressing for the sake of pressing. Yeah, so obviously those two were the only two who went in, but if someone was in there before they went in, That's the way that there's got to be someone else, right? We were waiting outside the door and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Ugh. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify?
And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know, and I tell you it was a gunshot I heard. Now, this is where the story heats up. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Yeah, I mean, this is what happened, but we're going to press. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down, sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologising, that was great, you're a real man.
Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see.
The judge is smiling rather openly, I'll take that as a good sign. He's impressed by our manly skills of smashing a door down. And what did you see once you broke in? Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony. Let's press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I don't remember what she said. Nice to get a little recap though. I was murdered. Click. So that was when she did the... Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see.
Order! Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony.
Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defence lawyer, your defence is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in.
It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey.
Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one again. I swear other than those two there was no one else in the room. I wonder if we present the screen there, you know. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen, behind the door, under the flooring? I'm going to say behind the folding screen. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rhett Given? Huh? What in there? Rhett Given, you know? You reckon? That's a given. It took me a good look around. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart.
What? You got a problem?
Rhett Given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as Rhett Given.
Ah! Now then, Mr. Phoenix, right. Do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? The constant whipping to interrupt people is hilarious and so irritating at the same time. Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth.
Enough! It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya... But she just said about the old witch. So, that... The face of the defendant cannot be
verified in this picture, sorry. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What am I going to do? If I just let this go?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Okay, so we have to be really careful here. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in the photo? So, we're not going to be able to present the screen because we asked about the screen and she said she searched behind it. Floor plans, Dr. Gray's autopsy report, the murder weapon, the photo. So this is the photo. She's in a different position in the room though to where she was shot at. She was over by the screen when she was shot at, right? Which is how the bullet hole got in there. So she's over on the other side of the room. So perhaps there's something there, although that doesn't really prove that it wasn't her. The only thing we can see about her is her hair and her outfit in this picture and her little bracelet-y thing on her arm. So let's go into profiles and see if there's anyone who has a similar look in profiles to see if we can maybe sow some seeds of doubt there. The only other person in the room was Morgan. Maya's aunt, a member of the Faye clan branch family. She's the mother of Pearl. I mean, honestly, there's not really anything. I don't think we have anything yet. So I'm going to say that.
Whoa, Mr. Wright.
Nothing, Your Honour. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. So, the thing is, she was there. Everyone knows she was there. We saw her there. The photo proves she was there. Lotta saw her there. So I don't think this is about proving that she wasn't there and that isn't her in the photo. I think this is going to be about proving that there was somebody else in the room who could have committed the murder. I think that's where we're going to have to go with this. Going down the route of saying that she wasn't there or that wasn't her is I don't think is going to help us out.
That's enough.
Is this it? Is this all I could do?
I think it's quite obvious to the court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you totally 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defence? No further questions, I presume?
I couldn't protect Maya. Oh, memory screwed up. The defence. Oh, we might have... Oh! Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia? Oh! Interesting. So this is Mia now speaking through Pearl rather than Maya, right? Because of the hair and the outfit. Very interesting. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearls! Her clothes are a bit small. Of all the things to say. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. How? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray. Click. I was murdered. What? Click. 2 photos. She took 2 photos. Okay. Lotta, a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. There were 2 clicks as she took more than 1 photo. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end this cross-examination period.
Please wait, Your Honour. The defence would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled.
Oh.
I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any
It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless, and that will be your downfall. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Yeah, I mean, the whipping. Witnesses account part 2. Okay. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. But we heard 2 clicks.
Nothing sounds different from before.
Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like, as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Okay, cross-examination time for witnesses account part 2. But we will do that in the next episode because we're out of time. I get the feeling that we saw or heard 2 clicks on that little flashback is going to be important, but we shall see. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, Adventure Game Geek, and Megan, and I'll see you next time.